Hello, my friends. Today we are going to make a mug of hot chocolate. Now, it can be hot chocolate or it can be any other beverage that you like. So if you decide it's not hot chocolate, that's okay. We're going to learn how to make some special kinds of shapes that will help us make this mug of chocolate look 3D. The first thing I'm going to do is put my name on my paper. So put your name in the corner. And like last time when we did something on video together, we're going to practice some shapes on the back before we start on the front. Don't forget to put your class code, which is your grade level and the first letter of your teacher's name. Okay, so we're going to use something in this drawing called perspective. And if you can't remember that word, that is okay. It's a hard word. The word perspective means when we can see things that make them look like they are far away or closer to us. So it's how we look at things from where we are. When we talk about perspective with respect to a mug, I'm going to show you two famous artworks so that you can see what I mean by showing perspective and making things look 3D. Some artists like to make things 3D and some don't. This artwork is an oil painting by an artist named Dwayne Kaiser. Dwayne Kaiser was very careful to make his glass look three-dimensional. He has an oval on the top and straight sides and a curved bottom, like I'm going to show you in a minute. This artwork is a Cubist artwork by Pablo Picasso. Pablo Picasso wasn't interested in making things look three-dimensional. He made things look as flat as possible. And if you take a close look at this mug, it doesn't look three-dimensional. It's very flat. The shapes that we need to practice for today are ovals. So an oval is like a circle. Here is a circle. And if you can't draw a circle, that is okay. You just do it the best that you can. Lots of times people can't draw circles, and the way they get better is they practice. They don't try it once and give up. I practice making circles all the time when I am doing things that don't need my attention. If I'm in a class and I'm taking notes, sometimes all over on one side, I'm practicing making all kinds of circles. And sometimes I also practice making ovals. So this is a circle. An oval is like a flattened circle. So an oval looks like that. Ovals are not pointy. Ovals have rounded edges. This is not really an oval because the ends are pointy. So you want to try to practice one that is not pointy. They can be really skinny though. So these are getting skinnier, and I can even make them so that they almost make a circle. So I want you to practice some different kind of ovals. The one that we really need is this one. This is what's going to go on our mug to make it look three-dimensional. Okay, so I'm going to flip over my paper. You can ask to pause the video so that you can practice making more ovals if you need to. So right here in the middle of my paper, I'm going to make a pretty big flat oval because I want my hot chocolate mug to be very large. There is my oval. I'm not really happy with this side, so I'm going to erase this little part and make it skinnier. I don't want to erase the whole thing because I think some of it's good. So I'm going to keep the stuff that's good and try to get rid of the stuff that's not good. And then I'm going to erase that just a little bit more. Okay, so there's my oval, and to turn it into a mug, I have to add a few other lines. I'm going to add a line going straight down here, and a line going straight down here. Then I'm going to connect those two lines with a curved line. This curved line needs to match this curved line, because that way it will look 3D. If it doesn't match, that's okay too. You just do the best that you can. So there is the top of my mug. I want to make another circle or another oval inside this, and that will be the edge of my mug. And you know what? I made a mistake. I don't like this. So I'm going to erase this line right here because I want my mug to be a little bit taller. So I'm going to make these lines go a little bit longer and a little bit longer. See, if you make mistakes, you can fix it. I made a mistake and I'm fixing it. Not very well. Sometimes it takes a minute to fix those mistakes. But be careful and don't draw too hard, and you'll be able to erase it and it will look just fine. Okay. So there's my mug. If your lines aren't straight down, that's okay. Your lines can be curved as well. And now I'm going to add the handle of my mug. The handle of the mug can be all kinds of different shapes. I'm going to make mine like a C shape, and I'm going to do 2 of them. So I'm going to start a little bit below the edge of the mug. I'm going to go out and back. It almost looks like an ear. And then I'm going to do that again. I'm going to make one more line next to it because I want the handle of my mug to have thickness. It has to be thick enough so that I can pick it up. And you know what? Honestly, I don't think that's thick enough. So I'm going to fix this a little bit. I'm going to fix this a little bit, make this thicker. The handle has to support the weight of my whole mug, and it won't do that if it's too thin. All right, so there is the mug. Now, I want my mug to be sitting on a saucer. So I'm going to start over here, and I'm going to draw an oval, but I'm going to stop when I get to the mug. I'm going to start over here. I'm going to come down and around kind of flat and go back up. And when I get up here, I'm going to stop. So this oval continues through the mug, but I can't see that part. That's another part of perspective. It's when you can't see parts of things because they are behind other things. That's a part of perspective that's called overlapping, and that's how we show things that are 3D. So this is my mug. So that my mug looks like it's on a table, I am going to draw a table line somewhere close to the top, in between the saucer and the top of the mug. So I'm going to start right here at the edge of my paper, go to my mug, lift my pencil up, go across, start over here, and go all the way to the other side. Now it looks like my mug is on a table. And it also gives me more things to color and decorate. I have a background I can decorate. I have a table I can decorate. I have a saucer or a plate I can decorate. And I have a mug I can decorate. Those are all things I can add colors and or designs to. Now, I want you to decide whether or not you want a pattern on your mug. So I'm going to turn this over. On your mug, you can put a pattern, and a pattern is just repeating shapes. Maybe I want to do stars and circles. I can put that on my mug. You can draw a picture on your mug, like maybe a kitty cat or a smiley face. Or you could draw a word on your mug. Maybe your mug says Coco on it. I don't know what you want to put on your mug, so I'm going to let you figure that out on your own. So when you get over here, I want you to take your mug and decide what you want to put on it, a word, a pattern, a picture, and you can do the same thing to your saucer and your table and your background. I've put a pattern on the mug, I like diamonds, and then I put a swirl where the liquid is going to be because I like to put milk in my hot chocolate. I also decided to make diamonds on my plate to match my mug. So I've got diamonds on my mug and on my plate. Now I'm going to work on the table and the background. And in the background, I have some polka dots. I like polka dots too. Polka dots are fun. This one's overlapping a little bit, so I'm going to erase it so it looks like it's behind. Here I put stripes on my table. Maybe it's a tablecloth. I haven't decided, or maybe my table just has stripes on it, and then I can pick some colors for that when I'm ready to color. Now I'm ready to color. I like blue. It's one of my favorite colors. So I'm going to start with some blue. I think I'm going to make my diamonds blue and my mug green. All right, so there's my mug colored. I haven't done the liquid inside yet, and I haven't done the background or the tablecloth. I'm going to do those next. I'm going to use orange and red violet for the tablecloth. I'm going to mark which ones go where so I don't mess it up. I hope. I could still mess it up, and it would be okay. I could be okay with it not being perfect. I hope you can too. I decided to do purple for my polka dots, and I'm just finishing up the last one here. And I could color around the polka dots, but I think I'm going to leave that white. Now you can do it however you like. And my last step is going to be to take my brown, and I'm going to make some swirly brown inside my mug because this is hot cocoa for me. Remember that it can be any kind of hot cocoa that you want. Excuse me. Remember that it can be any kind of drink that you want in your mug. You get to decide. I forgot a corner, so I'm going to color that in real quick, and then I am done. All right, that's my mug of hot cocoa finished. Don't forget that you can do yours however you like. You can change the shapes a little bit. You can put a pattern or a word. You can put a pattern on the table, and you can put a pattern in the background. Thanks for watching. Now go make something.